What up, everyone? It's been a while since I made a video, but I'm back this time, and this time I have one of my boxers here with me, Tyler. We're going to be showing you guys different ways of how to improve your defense. And what I mean by that is, like, sometimes I've noticed some people get hesitant to move their head, or especially when they first start off, they're not sure. So I'll give you guys little techniques, especially coaches and even some fighters, that you guys can do to help you improve your defense and build the confidence till you're ready to slip and block punches and all that. Alright guys, so you may wonder what this is. It's something simple, real cheap that you can get. It's literally pool noodles, especially since it being summer, well, towards the end of summer, you still can buy these. And this is a great way to help improve your boxer's defense. I'm going to demonstrate with Tyler. Now, a lot of people at first are very hesitant to get hit because it hurts. The beautiful thing about these pool noodles is they don't hurt. You see, they're real soft and squishy. So when you're working with your opponent, student, even if you hit them, see, it doesn't matter. It's soft and everything. So it's easy to work on defense, moving stuff like that, where they're blocking. They're getting comfortable because it doesn't hurt. Especially first starting off, you'll notice people's reaction is when you start throwing punches, they like to pull back like this. They throw their hands up. And for you guys that are experienced or that have been following my channel, you guys know techniques like this is ineffective and can get you hurt. So this is great to help here. You see how we're just working? And that's the beautiful thing too, guys, is coaches and even fighters that are helping friends, family or anything, learning how to box, don't go fast right away because they never expected. And if you start a nice, slow, good pace, see, they're able to react. If he gets hit, it's okay. It's not hard. It's nothing hard. See, he gets comfortable. You're able to help build that confidence where they're moving that head. They're blocking. They can see the punches coming because it's not just important. It's not just all about blocking shots or slipping. You want to see it and make the right move to set up something else. Like he sees this big wide punch. You see how he's looking? He understood he registered what was going on. I was throwing this big overhand right. Guess what? He's looking for my body or my head to throw. So that's another reason why you guys want to start off nice and slow. Let them get feel for it. Once they get comfortable, then you guys can start picking up the pace. See what I'm saying? See, like that. And the beautiful thing is you don't have to lie to your opponent or your partner. When I say lie by that, guys, what I mean is a lot of people don't lie to them. Don't do this. You're lying. I tell my fighters all the time, you're lying to them. You make them believe their defense is a lot better than what it is. Don't lie to them. No, if it's right here, if it hits them, that's okay. Once again, this does not hurt. You see me trying a little bit more, hitting them harder, it's not gonna hurt. That's why we start with the noodles. It's to help them know, hey, you didn't move your head fast enough. Next time, see, he knew. Move his head, he's gotta move his head faster. See, this is helping your boxers understand to see how to see punches coming, how to react and build the confidence that, because a lot of people, they see punches and they just close their eyes, they're tighten up, they embrace. No, boxers, you see the difference. We see it and we move. And this is why I love using the noodles, especially on beginners first trying out, is help build their confidence. All right, guys, so what I'm going to show you now is just a little light drill that you can work with your, just throwing punches. We're going to act like we're shadow boxing. He's just going to throw punches, try to counter, move his head. Defense, this is a drill that you can do with your boxers, coaches, you can do with your boxers, fighters, you can do with your friends or other boxers that are with you like this. So we're just going to be here. So this is what I'm saying. See how we just drilled? That's a little example that you can show your boxers head moving, little stuff like that. You can do rounds, you can do a minute, intervals, however you want. You got to be creative. But you saw how he was moving, working, using his footwork, and I was just waiting, seeing my openings, trying to throw combinations at him, and he had to react. That's something else, a light drill that you can do with your boxers or with your other teammates and partners. All right, guys, now I got another one of my boxers, Jordan. Now, I first showed you the pool noodle. We had it, there was nothing wrapped around it. This time, we're gonna have some tape. And the reason you tape it, the noodle, is to make it a little bit firmer, because if you're trying to compete or practicing for self-defense reasons or anything, you want to have it where it's a little firm, where it hurts a little bit, not too much where it's gonna sting, but just enough where it lets them know, like, hey, if I was slacking on my defense, then it hurt, it grabbed my attention. So that's why these are pool noodles, but they're a little bit firmer because we wrapped them in duct tape a little bit more. And it's the same thing like I showed you in my last video. We're gonna be working the defense, and you just hear, nice and easy. First starting off, I always like to start off nice and easy to get my boxers always warmed up and let them know, like, hey, you see, this is not like the other noodles. This one's a little bit harder, so make sure you're moving your head. And you see, it's not me swinging as hard as I can, but I add a little bit more extra so they know when they start sparring, start competing, that no one's going to try to go light with them. They're going to be hitting hard. So here, we're just here, nice and easy, warming up. Every once in a while, I try to tap them on the head, even if it's a little bit, just letting them know. Don't get too comfortable where you're at. Boom. See, moving them, having them move around just a little bit. Just little stuff like that, just to help build their confidence. So once you got your boxers, partners, teammates, whatever, once they're warmed up, ready to go after light drilling, now, like I did with my younger boxer, Tyler, we're going to do the same thing, but this time we're a little bit firmer with the pool noodles. So now I'm going to go a little bit faster and hit a little bit harder. So we're going to, once again, shadow box. So here we are. See, now we just simulated more of a fight. I was trying to hit him. He was moving around using his footwork, but you guys noticed I started sitting down a little bit on my punches or sitting down on the noodle. I wasn't trying to hit him as hard as I can, but just enough to help build that confidence and let him know. And these are, you would do this around like your intermediate boxers that they've been around, they worked with the noodle. They may have even sparred maybe once or twice, maybe. And this is just to help them get acclimated, getting used to punch. You know one wants to get hit, it sucks, but you got to learn how to adjust and have your body adjust. So this is why we go to pool noodles and tape them to make it a little bit firmer so they can know how to react. Because you never want a boxer to go into a fight that's never been hit hard a couple of times, because then it's a shell shock for them and they may freeze getting hit with the big shots. So this is why we have it taped up so we can hit it a little bit harder so they know how to handle it. Alright guys, so you've seen my build up. We started with the pool noodles real light, started with the pool noodles with tape on it. Now we work on pads. Remember, this all we're doing is to help build their confidence, learning how to work their defense, but also how to absorb punches. I mean, you don't want to sit there and be a punching bag, but it's teaching your muscles how to build that endurance to take shots, helping the boxers learn how to react and see. So this is why we're doing it. Now we're moving to pads. You would do these 3 steps before you start sparring. At least me, I would do this before I start sparring. So now we would have here. Once again, now I got the pads, so I'm going to be hitting a little bit harder. But once again, this is us warming up. I just want my boxer to know how it feels to get hit. Even tap them in the head. I would tap them sometimes just in the head, just a little bit, to let them know, hey, this is a little bit harder. So make sure you're moving your head, guys. Don't just stay there. See, so I would do a warm-up. This is our warm-up. We could do a round, 2 rounds, and this would be a nice little warm-up to get them adjusted, to see how it feels. Like, hey, this is what it's like to get hit in the head. This is what it's like to get hit a little bit harder on the arms and everything. And so that they're aware that, hey, I need to be moving my head like Coach says. I need to be using my feet, because I don't want to sit there and take shots. Trust me, getting hit a lot, especially by a hard puncher, is not pretty. Wake up with some bad headaches and real bad soreness. So this is why I show my boxers this now, so they don't have to experience it during a fight. All right, guys. So once you warmed up, now I'm going to shadow box with my fighter here, and I'm gonna hit him a little bit harder so he knows this is what we're working on defense. So if he gets caught and rocked, he's not rocked in the ring. I don't want to rock him, but I want to let him know, like, hey, don't make that mistake, because it hurts. So we don't make that mistake in the fight. So once you got your fighter warmed up and everything, we're gonna shadow box. And like I like to have my fighters, if you're ever wondering why, especially I don't have mid pads, because I like them to throw any combo they want and feel comfortable with it. So here we go. And that's what it's like. Like I said, I'm giving you guys small glimpses of it, but this is what I would do 2-3 rounds of my boxers, just helping them get ready before they start sparring. Because I've noticed all my years over coaching that sometimes, especially early off, everyone's excited to spar, everyone wants to do it, but until they start getting hit hard, then that's when you start seeing a lot of their bad habits where they're here, or they close their eyes and turn away and look. And it's not their fault, it's just, we're not trained to be hit like that. So this is why I like to go from noodles with the tape to pads right before I have my boxer spar, to help give them their confidence. And these are little things you guys can tweak in and have fun with it however you want, but that's an example of what I'm showing of how you can progressively help your boxers, help your teammates get comfortable with boxing or your defense, and how to block, how to counter, and even getting comfortable with getting hit with hard shots and that, where they don't freeze up and everything like that. So I like to thank my boxer Tyler, and then I like to thank my other boxer Jordan that was here helping me with the video, guys. But until next time, this is El Castigador, and I'll see you guys.